KLP Jones, Voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for community conversations. We're focusing on the people looking to make the Jonesboro community a better place while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants, not necessarily reflect the views of KLP 1, Voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
KLK 102.5 FM. Good morning to you. It's Thursday and it's raining a bit outside, so hopefully you're not getting wet out there. This is Community Conversations. Kato Winder is here in the studio with you. I also have Kabila Harden in the studio as well as my co-host. We have a special treat for you today on the show. We have two local poets today. We have Mr. P.J. Harden and we have Mr. Demarcus Wilson. So we kind of got some adult flavor with PJ. We got some youth flavor with Marcus, and they are very gifted poets and want to bless the mic today. So we want to thank them for stopping by the studio today. So this is Community Conversations. This is Kate, Lily Kate, 102.5 FM.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming.
So, how you doing?
All right, so please tell the listeners, we're going to start with Mr. Marcus since he's the youngest. Please tell the listeners a little bit more about yourself, how you got into poetry.
My father, he really inspired me to start getting into poetry. I've always been a kid that usually like to write and stuff like that since I was young. So just starting from rapping, cause that's a form of poetry to me myself. Mm-hmm. So growing up, hearing his style poetry, I started getting interested in that type of style, because you can say a lot more when you do poetry.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And Mr. PJ, tell us a little more about yourself.
Well, I got into writing because when I was young, I was very troubled. I had to kind of disappear in my mind for some time. My mother influenced me to write because she said I talk too much. So she wanted me to get on paper and write down my feelings and things like that. And then she got me kind of into she's like, yeah, a lot of things to say, man. You should try to rhyme some things. So she kind of got me into trying to rhyme every word
Okay.
fine. So it was kind of fun at first, but it's become an amazing journey though compared to now.
Okay, Marcus, how long have you been writing? For 7 years. So do you have notebooks full of work or?
Tons of them.
Have you ever thought about one day becoming a published author?
Of course, I'm more performing, because I feel when I say it out loud, I feel like people are more effective instead of reading on paper.
Okay, I understand. And Mr. PJ, what about you? You ever thought about putting them together?
I've been influenced, actually Marcus, even though he's the younger one, he's been influencing me to do stuff like this. I've never actually wrote down anything. I don't have anything wrote down. It's all in my head. So it's I don't know how to explain that, but Marcus, he's influenced me to go ahead and start writing stuff and actually trying to put my name out. So this is all the young man's idea. I'm really excited to be here.
Well, PJ, one of the things that I remember telling you at one of our poetry events, and by the way, our next poetry event is this Saturday at Whistle Stop Bistro and Catering, 5035 East Nelson Avenue in Jonesboro, which will be hosted by Kabila. It is a Summer of Spoken Word Junior Edition, and Demarcus will be one of the poets on the show. But at the show, remember I told you that you want to leave a legacy behind by writing down your work. So even, I know that you all each enjoy performing live, but when you pass on, when you have children, you want your kids to be able to look back. And not only that, somebody may one day pick up one of your writings that you wrote down and it may influence them, it may touch them, it may reach them as well. So I just think it's important to publish your works, even if your focus is still on live performances.
Yeah, a combo me and PJ always have is legacy. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that always influenced my life. Every move I make is it's always about I want to be remembered. You know what I'm saying, by the time I'm gone.
Yeah, it's for sure. I always encourage them to keep trying different styles. I know that we're different styles a little bit, but I keep trying to influence him to do my style because he writes and I don't write. So I keep trying to do that. It's pretty fun. I do think I should write it down. I completely agree. I just haven't yet.
He's actually the first person to actually helped me memorize my poetry. Like I said, I used to memorize my rap easily because it's like a melody with it.
Yes.
But like poetry is like more free with it. So he kind of helped me, like, you know what I'm saying, like to slow down my poetry other than like making it sound like a rap. So
Okay.
yeah, most definitely, man.
The poetry, it's really what you make it. I've been writing since I was 14, but didn't get real serious about it until later in life. I'm not going to tell my age, but anyway. I thought I had to fit into this little box of a style, but poetry is really what you make it. What you feel at that time, what's influencing you at that time, and you just write about it. So don't ever feel like you have to be stuck in a box. I've learned some rhyming styles. There's ABAB, there's AABB. There's a whole lot of styles, and I'm trying to break myself out of sticking to one one particular style.
What's your style? What would be your particular
Well, I like to write about, I don't know, I have so many things. Lately I've been writing about social issues, but I write more for women, I guess you say. A lot of my poetry is geared towards women, not to be sexist against the men, but I think more women with one word. But I'm trying to break out of that as well. I'm trying to be more socially aware and write about everything. So.
Okay. Sure.
I agree with you. Like, when not to cut you off.
No.
Yeah, but I agree with you. Like 100%. Like sticking outside of the box and stuff like that. Like, because when you stick too much to the guidelines, it's gonna sound like cliche and like gonna sound like somebody else is working stuff like that. But when you start trying other type of stuff, like make your own type of style.
Well, that's kind of like what I did. I mean, Kabila mentioned AB, and I'm like, I remember studying that high school. But I know when I write, whatever I feel, I just write it down.
Yeah.
And whatever style it takes on, it just happens to take on.
That's nice.
Now, I want to bring it to PJ. PJ has performed at a couple of our adult events, and he's performed at other local poetry events around town, and the reaction is just amazing, especially with the ladies. The ladies, they really feel you.
Okay. All right.
You know how to make me feel special somehow.
Right.
What is it that you think in your style that resonates so well with people?
I actually think it's the sincerity in my words, because I mean literally everything I say. Not because I'm just getting up there to say, just kind of put words together. And I know no poet does that, but it's the fact that I try to make you feel that I feel what I'm saying versus just saying these words. When I say my words, I feel what I'm saying too. So it's like I'm in a conversation with you, not necessarily a lecture.
And that's what it should be. Poetry should be natural, it should be relaxed and free flowing.
A true expression of you.
Definitely. I think it shows your journey of life if you know how. If you get up there and you perform, it really just accents everything that you've been through. If you can really just express that to people, and that's kind of what I want to express in all my work. That it goes through. I pretty much have a general topic. Everybody says the topic, but love is my topic.
Okay.
Love and relationships and things of that such are like normally my topics, but. I've always taught that I focus on that area, and I can dabble into other places, but I'm not that great at those. I'm not saying I wouldn't try them. I would love to do that, but it's when I really want to focus on something, then it takes me like months to write it.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? It takes me like 6 months because I think about all the conversations I've had with people or things I've been through, and I just say a whole bunch of stuff, and then I short it down until it's a poem.
Okay.
So it's until I can memorize it into something that I can actually keep together as something solid. So it's a lot of that is just, like I said, it resonates with everybody if you can be very, it's conversation, not necessarily a lecture to you.
Yeah, most definitely.
And you said love and relationships are your specialty. I try to stay away from it like the plague.
But it's my, like PJ, it's a topic that I like to write about because I think dealing with love is one of the most rawest emotions that it is, and
Right, you can experience it in like so many different ways. You got parents love, you got God love.
And I'm glad that you brought it up because a lot of times when it comes to love, especially with women, yes, I'm about to go here, but cause I know I got guys that can back me up. But a lot of women look at love as an all or nothing proposition in the context of relationship love. Like if you're not in a committed relationship with someone, that's the only type of love that exists. But no, there are other types of love, such as like PJ said, the love of your parents, the love of your child, the love of your brothers and sisters. But a lot of people, especially women, treat it as an all or nothing proposition. Okay, now you can now you can attack me.
I'm not gonna decide with that. But I'm like, I do understand what you said. I'm not just gonna jump on board with that. That thing. Not all women think that way.
But a large number.
Yeah, but a lot of guys. We tend to do things that make them do that as well. So it's a double-edged sword. Like you give what you get. So like I'm not gonna get in relationship advice, but I'm very real when I spit poetry. So I acknowledge what what life is through my poetry, or what through my eyes and whatnot. And there's sometimes where I want to, express it differently, or if I want to be on straight guy's side, I'll do that. Or if I want to venture off and think like, well, I know I can understand why you would think this way about me. And like it's a multi-side thing when it comes to love and poetry. You don't have to be like, oh, I love you when you marry me, like that. No, that's not poetry. That's just lame.
Okay, so we talked about what you're interested in, what your style is. Are there any particular topics that are just simply off limits that you just like, I would not write about? I can't write about that.
Demarcus, go ahead and knock that one.
I cannot write about relationships. That's my thing, man. I like writing about social injustice and social inequality, but I guess when I get around your age, I can talk about love and stuff.
Man, I can't talk about that. Social. I can't discuss those things, those topics, because that's too touchy. You never know. I just don't want. This is not my style. I don't want to touch somebody that nah.
You listen to the community conversation. Special guests are PJ Harden and Demarcus Wilson. We're having a lively discussion about poetry and just kind of touching on what you guys said. I mean, that's the beautiful thing about it. There's so many things that person can focus on. Marcus likes social justice. PJ likes love. There are, but there's a plethora of things in which people can talk about, and so
Definitely.
well, like for example, Keisha Hagen's local right around. She focused on the journey that she went through. You have people who write about spirituality, so that's another topic that is widely discussed.
I don't just do love, man. Like there's other things I do. Like I do like father son love too. Like so I don't want it to be
put you in a box.
Yeah, I don't want to put you in a box. Because when you hear it, it's different. It's not just like sappy. It's different.
Well, I didn't say it was. Of course, we're gonna give you an opportunity a little later on in the show to give the listeners and the viewers an example of what you guys can do. So you definitely want to stick around for that.
Yeah, I should appreciate it.
Okay, so I want to back it up just a little bit.
Okay.
I want the listeners to know, how did you two become connected?
That's a weird story.
A friend of mine contacted me actually through social media, and she's heard me numerous times do poetry, and she actually was like, "Hey, you should help a friend of mine." And with poetry, he's actually a rapper who's trying to become a poet.
Okay.
And I've never helped anybody, so I was like, I don't even know this. He lives far away. I don't even know anything. So he hit me up, and I was on Facebook, and I was like, "All right, cool, man. Let me check you out." And I normally don't, because I don't want to influence anybody on their journey to how to do poetry sometimes, because you can do. I don't want to my journey was so different with poetry, and I can tell you my story, but it can help you, but I don't want it to be your story.
So it's probably totally different.
Yeah. So whenever he first hit me up, or it's like, I don't know, man. and he finally, when he finally, opened up and went ahead and just had the courage to spit right there on the phone to me, I was like, okay, well, if you got the courage to just spit on the phone to another guy, like, hey, bro, I respect you all the time. Like, that's, poetry appeals to women a lot. So
Okay.
it's easy to draw that audience when you're a man. Like, it's easy to do that. You can talk about anything when women understand poetry. Guys, they don't, they typically like, you just kind of, they just trying to.
People think it's funny, you know what I'm saying? That guy talking about poetry, man. You really like talking about poetry.
You can do that. And when he did that, I was like, well, he really wants to do this. And me as being a poet, like I've always wanted to, I just never had nobody else to like, hey man, let's push it. So I heard him and I was very inspired by this young man really spitting his heart out to me on the phone. So I was like, man, let's work together. And then he asked about, a friend, anybody about how he can get on the studio, and I was like, man, I know the perfect person on the studio.
Yeah.
So he's had me on the shows before, he's heard me before. So I made a shout out to Kel 102.5. So it's a major shout out. I couldn't believe it's a wonderful opportunity. My mama would be so proud.
Well, and that's what it's all. We're certainly glad to give you this opportunity, just like with the spoken word. That's one of the things that we do here at KLEK. We want to provide this platform for talented artists to showcase what they can do, men and women, no matter what the topic, just put yourself out there and see what happens.
My fault.
Okay.
Yeah, because I probably ain't never linked up with no other guy, you know what I'm saying, on the porch and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah, hey man, let's talk about some poetry.
You don't do that.
Probably some sports, but not no poetry.
Well, but if you look at it this way, rap is poetry.
Yeah,
And a lot of guys listen to rap. Rap is basically poetry set to a beat.
All right.
Basically, a melody of poetry.
Right.
I mean, look at Tupac and all that he did.
Exactly.
He wrote numerous amounts of pieces,
Yeah.
and a lot of them could be spoken word versus just rap. Tupac will be always one of the greatest.
Yeah.
I think we all agree on that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to be impartial, but I like his style, and I'm not really a hip hop person. I am a neo soul. Like my influences come from like Jill Scott, India Arie, Erica Badu. That is my.
I'm really into like Maxwell, D'Angelo, type, Neo, so yeah.
Young Buck with the
What you know about that? Hey, that's the kind of music we play here at KLEK.
That's good stuff. I actually enjoy that music. But actually, when I first got really into poetry, go back to that, who actually performing poetry, there's a guy named Osiris. Osiris Barley is a guy that I met. He was like known as the poet. I wasn't known, so they didn't want to actually pick who won. So they gave him a title that said like best lyricist, and gave me a title that said best newcomer. And I just got offended. Hey, hold on, man. Like, I just came in and everybody went crazy. I was like, you know what? So I'm gonna really put my all into like trying to perform now.
Okay.
So that's really where that sparked. I was like, I don't want to be tied or when we perform and you are let you know poetry is very competitive. Like, you go to some it is very, very competitive.
I got a bad attitude, man.
So it's if you compete, you don't want. It's not that you think that that you win something, or that the audience likes you better, but it's like they understood exactly what you meant more so, and they felt you more so. And you kind of want that. And I felt like I should be felt a little bit more than him at the time. So it just really got me. Yeah, I got to compete now. So when I used to perform at my school all the time.
Where you from?
I'm from Hot Springs. I'm from Lake Hamilton High School. Actually, I'm the modern one. But I performed in many different schools and things like that. And it just they always thought, I'm just a dude that gets up in this poetry, but they didn't know I actually competed against people. And it's so fun. Like
And that's one avenue I have. Okay, well, as I was saying, I've never
And now look at you. You get ready to host the show. And as we get ready to go to break, Word Junior Edition. It goes down this Saturday at Whistle Stop Bistro and Catering. Open mic, so if you can do poetry, you can sing, you can rap.
When I first
But
started
I
out,
couldn't hear it.
You can hear what?
Nervous, man.
like, there,
By the way, webcam is still rolling. Kelly K.
Thank you so much for that.
Longwood, I think you got the wrong number.
What is that?
This said, what's up, Longwood? This is one
Is
you
it
got.
Longwood or Longwood?
You said Lone Wolf. I
yes,
think we got somebody else calling.
yes, I know exactly who that is.
They're calling us for you.
Yes. Probably got nervous when they hear it. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to talk about this like that.
All right, webcam is still rolling, so just be mindful.
Good. I'll forever be on that. That's better.
Okay, so we're coming from the break. I want to go into what we talked about earlier, the Teachers for America, like
Yeah.
get into that.
Okay. This looks
Yeah,
great.
you sound like you been talking on this stuff,
Hey,
man.
wow. I've never done it before.
You know, I always say you talk like, you know what I'm saying, the real motivational. I talk with myself in swing. He really talk like, you know what I'm saying, like he doing poetry.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
I'm sorry.
So, young lady, what's your name? We didn't get a chance to. Jasmine, you're one of his classmates.
No.
So what?
His girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
That's my favorite.
Okay, well, nice to meet you. You live here in Jonesboro? Well, we're starting an email list, so if I can get your name, email, and phone number for our email and text list. That way, when we have future KLEK events, you can be in.
Boy.
That's like your head will become.
Boy.
Nah, man.
I got about a little less than a minute.
Okay.
We'll go back.
That's good. That's Lone Wolf though. He's
Lone Wolf. Okay, well, on front sound today, Lone Wolf, and I remember when he emailed me, he said Lone, but on the phone sound.
You don't go like the mark.
Looking forward to hearing you all. Word.
Okay. Yeah, I want to hear some yard too. Yeah. If you want to share some, we're definitely down with this. I'm all about. I wish we did more.
All right, headphones back on. Get ready for the rejoin. Like I'm gonna start back up, then I'm gonna turn on this call right quick. It's about my remote I got to do.
Another 20 minutes.
No man, I'll be back in here. I'm just call. I get off the call. Conversations. It looks like we had a call, but I guess whoever it is, I guess they scared. It's just radio. We'll be nice to you. We'll be nice to you. Once again, this is Community Conversations. Kato Wonders in the studio with you. We got Quabila Harden also in the studio, my co-host. We are speaking with PJ Harden and Demarcus Wilson, two local poets. We've been having a lively discussion about poetry, and coming up in a few minutes, we're going to let both of these gentlemen bless the mic.
Okay, guys, welcome back. Thank you all for whoever's out there listening and watching on our Facebook and YouTube live stream. Okay, so we're talking a little bit about how you all got connected. About that program.
Okay, TFA is an organization to like help like schools like such as mine, like Earl High School is like a school which need a lot of help with like teachers, like cause there's not a lot of teachers knocking down the door like trying to like get hired there.
Mm-hmm.
So teachers from like California, Texas, Vermont, all of them can have a chance like to come to the school because they don't know what school they're going to.
Okay.
So yeah, that help out a lot of students, like seeing a different perspective other than just like seeing somebody, a teacher just coming from her.
I like that aspect.
And I did a little research book also, and it says TFA is a nonprofit organization whose stated mission is to enlist, develop, and for educational equality, equity, and excellence. The organization aims for at least 2 years in a public down the doors to be teachers. This is more of the, I hate to say low income, smaller population area. We know like he's from Earl, I'm from Mariana. A lot of the help. So anyone who's interested in being a teacher, this may be the program for you. Okay.
Inspiring, I think. Okay. And God, listen now. Awesome.
And so another thing I want to talk about, like I'm a part of a group of women who are authors. We don't have an official name, like we just kind of fellowship via Facebook and email and things like that. And a lot of them get together, put on, perform, share their story, and things of that nature. I would love to see more men or young men especially become writers, authors, and just get more involved into the spoken word aspect. Do you have any plans or have you even thought about, since you are mentoring Marcus PJ, have you ever thought about creating a group?
Somebody start us a group.
Yeah,
For the guys.
I would be very, very, very
A male-
excited to do that.
A male authors workshop. See,
That would be awesome, man. So I would be very excited to do something like that. I've actually never thought about that. This is just, but now, like, way of letting things go. It's just
Yes.
it's poetry, man. It's the most soothing art. Like, you know, it's yours. Nobody can take that from you. So I would love to do something like that. I wish there was more venues and things I could get into. I just have to hold it in until then.
It takes one person, one spark to start a major flame.
Yeah.
You put the
Right.
word out there, you write the vision, and just watch where it goes.
Okay.
I can link you up with some of the ladies that I work with. Look, if you want to do this, we can help you do this.
Right.
I am part. Look, this is so needed. I'm going to be working with some local authors, hosting a workshop for junior authors. So it's like, you can do it. It can be done.
I think that it really kind of knocked me off a little bit because I see a lot of things for younger people, and it's kind of hard to see things just for my age group. You know,
How old are you, if you don't mind?
I'm 27.
Okay.
So it's like it's kind of hard to find things in that area, like where people just come like that's. I'm used for a different city. I was used to going to those venues all the time, and here I don't see like that always Friday night, this. You know what I mean? Or always Saturday night. That was what I was used to for a minute. And when I came up here, it was just like, I'm so ready, but this is nothing. So now I'm seeing all these. I've seen a couple things with workshops for juniors and younger people trying to not love that stuff. I just wish it would happen when I was younger. I'd been all up in that class. Like, it was just me against the paper and the lines.
Listen to Community Conversations on KLK 102.5 FM with myself, Kato Wonder, Kabila Harden, and our special guests are PJ Harden and Demarcus. And I just had a brain fart. Wilson. Now's your opportunity to call when you get in. So, yeah, go ahead and do that. They might even take request forms. You never know.
Okay, speaking of that, we're gonna go ahead and get into, letting you bless the mic as McKenzie so eloquently put it. So whoever wants to.
You gotta get your shot, man. Go ahead.
All right, Demarcus, go for it.
Alright, the first piece, man, is a piece I wrote a while back. It's called Change Places. Guess I get right into it.
Yes.
What if the shoe was on the other foot? If we kidnapped and robbed them, do you think they would consider us being a crook? To work them white boys until they pass out like a fly while we sit back and laugh out when they die? If we worked them for 400 years free, hung them out on every pine tree, remind them that they have no justice and no equality, take away their freedom and their sunshine, to make them catch hell and give all of them a hard time, to incarcerate them for all they love minor crimes, to take their land, their diamonds, and their gold mine, to rape their women and their children. Now you tell me what they look at me as a hero or a villain, burn crosses in their yard and hide in our black sheep, put the fear of God in their heart so they never get a good night of sleep, make them kill one another for the love of material objects, while they run around like a bunch of wild in the projects. Running and ducking from sirens, being an alarm and awakened by late night screams, while turning their little white girls into dope fiends, put guns and liquor stores on every block, patrol their neighborhood with nothing but black cops, harass them with frequently routine stop, check them for license and registration with our gun already cocked. These are just some of the things that we go through, and not to pray that the man stopped. Long wolf.
All right, that was very good. And I'm glad that you caught yourself and edited out.
I could spit like that.
Yeah, that's some fire, man. You came with it. I loved it. That's always good to hear like I said, younger guys do stuff like that because I didn't have the support that I didn't have that whenever when I did poetry. Nobody, there was no dude above me who was like, hey man, let's do poetry. There's none of that.
All right, let's go to the phones. KLK, who's this? Hey, Miss Farrell. Well, Ms. Farrell, we're talking with PJ and Marcus. They are two local poets. Marcus actually just did a poem. It was talking about the plight of black people and basically how would it feel if the shoe was on the other foot. So you actually just missed out on a great poem. Okay, what you think about it? No, ma'am, he's going to be at the event this Saturday.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Citizen Police Academy.
I appreciate that.
There you go.
Appreciate that.
That's good.
Thank you, Ms. Norma.
I thank you for the comments, Mayor. All right, so see, you got some fans already.
Look at yeah, what she said, man. That's a shame, man. We already subconscious, man, in our head. Like, how do you know already to be afraid of the police, but you can tell the same thing to a little white kid, and they already know that's a hero.
Yes.
That's crazy.
And unfortunately, my son, he's 19, he has some mixed emotions, and I'm trying to teach him on a daily. I don't want him to live his life in a bubble, but I still want him to be mindful of his surroundings. And there are some great cops, and there are some bad ones.
Yeah.
You just have to, I'm trying to teach him to be more mindful of his actions and his behavior out in public. You know, so just don't bring anything unnecessary upon yourself.
And one thing that, I always say that we're trying to do here at KLK, we're trying to help increase the diversity of the police department and to bridge the gap between the police and the community. We do things like our monthly interview with Jonesboro Police Chief Ricky Elliott. He comes, just like you all sit down, he will sit in that chair and he'll take calls for an hour. And we air PSAs and say, hey, Jonesboro Police are hiring and minorities are encouraged to apply. And because of our efforts, the number of minorities on the force have increased. There are currently 12 people in the current police academy class, and 6 of those are minority. There are 4 blacks, 1 Hispanic. There is increased diversity because I feel with that increased diversity on the police force, they can bring those perspectives to those other officers and say, well, now this is what we go through, job of enforcing the law.
I really enjoyed that piece, Mr. Marcus. And so, do you write more like that? I mean,
Yeah.
Well, don't want to cut you off. Let's go ahead and give PJ an opportunity.
Okay.
Because we got 7 minutes for the next break. We don't want to cheat him out of any out of time.
All right, Mr. PJ.
All right. Okay. I'll just do a piece called Heaven. All right. There were no fireworks. There was no music in the background. I didn't have an epiphany. I've never heard God's voice before, so it's clear that He couldn't even be. Eyes looking back in mine when I wanted to get down on my knees, not to propose anything. Nah, I just wanted to cherish her and thank God just because she lived. You see, I seen her, not just her sex appeal, but all of her. What I mean is, I saw past all the makeup she puts on every morning to be the world's representation of beautiful as she listens to her favorite songs. And then I saw her tears that wash away this makeup and misconception of beauty as she realizes no matter how many guys want to hold her close, she's still left standing all alone. But who she was or where she's from, favorite color, favorite food, man, I'll be honest, man, look, I really don't know. But I hope that when I meet her tears keep her vision still blurry, so she can't see all the things that she thinks she wants, and I can be all the things that I know she needs, and maybe she too can do what I did and just fall in love with another person's soul. Pray that when I meet her, I'll finally understand why God took my mother away from me at the age of 16. I hope to know the reason behind my father blaming me for her death and walking out on me. He didn't want me no more, disowned me, left me abandoned. I became a living abortion. No longer was I Paul Jr. to him, but to the world I became known as Paul the orphan. I can only hope that I can share with her my visions, my dreams, and my nightmares that are only taken away by the butterflies I get when I daydream of her smile. And I have faith that our foundation of love can be molded by the same hands God used to create the world as told within the Bible. That's good.
The phone lines are now open at 870. Your ladies call in.
That's one.
Snap,
All right,
snap,
let's go to our Facebook Live feed. We got a couple shout outs. Shout out to Darnisha Wilson and shout out to Brenda Lawson. Brenda says, "Hey son."
And I want to also give a shout out to one of my Canadian pen pals, my friend Bestie. He is listening on the KLK mobile app. That is proof positive that you need to start putting your works together. Even if you do it in an audio format, audio or book format, you need to share your gifts with the world. It needs to be available for purchase somewhere. Please think about putting that together.
Okay. I will.
Like I said, get into somebody's studio, tell them to turn the mic on, hit record, and just
we go to work. Definitely want to do that for you guys. Like, I would love to for more people to come.
all right, let's go back to the phones. KLK, who's this? KLK, who's this? Call back. All right, here we go. KLK, who's this? KLK, who's this?
How you doing, man? Thank you. Thank you, man.
Oh, shout out to Dallas, Texas, listening.
I appreciate it.
All right,
Thank you, man. Thanks, brother. That meant a lot, bro. Yeah, definitely, man.
All right, we appreciate your call. Appreciate you for listening. All right, take care. Demarcus Wilson, two very talented poems, and of course PJ just did a plug for our event, a Summer of Spoken Word Junior Edition, going down this Saturday at Whistle Stop Bistro and Catering, 5435 East Nettleton Avenue in Jonesboro, starting at 5:30 p.m. Hosted by my girl right here, the Pink Queen herself. On point. But my guy Marcus is going to be there. We got Anne Marie Mills. She was on KAIT with me this past Monday. We also have Michaela Sweeney. And we're going to have open mics. So to all my youth 18 and under, if you can spit, if you can sing, poetry, rap, just the only thing we ask is you keep it clean. But
keep it classy.
But other than that, any kind of vocal talent that you got, we invite you to come out and show the world your vocal talent.
Definitely come out, man. Support the movement. Try to, like, man, you got, like, one thing is definitely, like, we if it's rapping, whatever you need, say what you gotta say. If you feel like it's wrong in the world, okay, we'll say it. You don't necessarily have to, just let your voice be heard here. We hear you. Like, I'm listening. If you think nobody cares, like, people care. Like, I listen. Everybody that's in here trying to listen to you. So don't think nobody's trying. I encourage every young person.
The performing arts. So
and you can call Kubila at the station, 870-277-1080. Once again, that phone number is 870-277-1080. We're gonna get ready to get into a break. Thanks to some of our underwriters, some of our sponsors. Let me do a quick announcement before we go to break. There will be a march this Saturday for the community at 8:00 a.m. It's being sponsored by Mr. Walter Moody. It's going to start at downtown, and they're going to head to the police department, where they will then demonstrate proper police protocol when it comes to traffic stops in other areas. Once again, this Saturday at 8 a.m., a march for the community starting downtown, head to the police department. More information is available at teammoody.1@gmail.com. It's a community conversation. We'll be back. This is Kate, WK, 102.5 FM.
Yeah, man. I wanted to definitely support the movement, man. I was gonna get a whole poem, but I
It's
was
just
like,
like radio talk.
nah, Now if y'all gonna let me spit, if y'all let me spit on Saturday, I'll definitely.
Cool, Bill. Sure.
I mean, even though we're trying to encourage more young people, but if they see some older,
Something wrong with your headphones? Oh, you trying?
put the cushion back on. They see some.
Hand it to me. I know you got the nails.
I'm not handicapped.
No, I'm just saying, but. Both of y'all did good. I'm sure the listener. Definitely gonna feel that. There you go.
See going in my son. Just got delivery already.
Hey, man, that's beautiful, man.
Add that to your resume.
Yeah, for real.
Definitely. My brother called me. That's crazy. I was like, man, what the what?
Oh, yeah, you got two.
Yeah, I was like, I couldn't believe this dude tell me, man. I ain't think he's looking listening. That was definitely awesome.
So can I share a piece, please?
Definitely.
Sure.
Definitely want to hear that. I'm all encouraged.
My style, I don't know. Ooh, trying to figure out which one. Cause I have one book put together. I'm gonna be promoting the online sale for that in a couple weeks. And then working on the second book. So, kind of get that filled up.
Man, it was awesome. That was awesome. Yeah, we're gonna have to, we have to spit some more before we leave, and we're gonna spit some more from like before we end up here.
All right, well, this.
Before I get out of here. Oh, we can go back and forth, 1-to-1.
So that's what y'all want to do when we come off the break.
No, I mean, whatever. No, if you want, whatever you want to do, man. This is your show. We just here, so.
Like I said, we've got about 10 minutes, so I mean, we can let y'all do one more thing each.
Yeah, I got like a minute.
All right, yeah, we'll come back. Let y'all hit them with one more each.
Yeah, let me get a little minute. Go in.
Tell them thank you for their support. The support of our underwriters and sponsors is vital for us to stay on the air. So be sure to let them know that you thank them for their support.
And now back to community conversation. KLK 101.5 FM.
And we're back on Community Conversations on KLK. Kiddo Wonders in the studio with you with my girl Kubila Harden, and I got my guy, my frat brother. Yeah, you know, we rock with that 06 right here.
There you go. Hey,
06.
I had to.
All right, we got PJ Harden and hey, that's the frat you need to join. You get college.
What I feel like I'm a part of an all boys club right now.
It's all good. And we got my guy Marcus Wilson. All right, so we're just talking off the break. We're gonna kind of wind down the show with we're gonna let these guys bless the mic one more time. So this time we're gonna actually start with PJ since we started with Marcus last time.
All right, and I definitely want to see if we can fit some time for the rest of the host. I'm gonna see if she can spit a little bit.
All right.
I'll start real quick. It's just a little thing I'm working on. Just a little snippet. May I start with a lot? Like, I care about each and every one of your expressions as you were staring at me. Did you catch that? Meaning, however you may view me, I personally don't care because you don't know all the steps it took for me to be standing here. And quite frankly, I don't even need you to like me for me. You say something like the spitting image of you, you'll remember. But not for this poem, more like for my presence in this mic will never be the same once I have left it breathless. Might as well call me its creator because I'm about to put life into it, but excuse me. I know that I'm regarded as a love poem. If allowed, while I use my raft to set sail to the ocean deep within your eyes, all the way back to your farthest memory, something I'm just a conscious thinker on how many different ways I can fill my cup with her conversation as I constantly drink her. That's enough. That's
All
enough.
All right, let's go to, like PJ said, let's go to the host now.
Yeah, that's more.
All right. My poem is called I'm learning to live my life more unapologetically. I have to take off my mask so I can represent myself more authentically. God promised the banner and talk about my condition. I'm usually the one behind the mic, hidden behind the partition. But how do I expect to be elevated to a higher position if I can't even make fear fall back and bow down in submission? The last thing I want is for anyone to have sympathy, but I will ask that you educate yourself and gain empathy. Feel free to judge what you see presently. Just know my current situation is not my final destiny. Usually the shy one, hiding behind a wall for protection, overanalyzing the unknown yet possible. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Overanalyzing and the unknown and possible. Oh God, I am so sorry.
It's all good. You was on point though.
Overly analyzing the unknown yet possible rejection, often cheating myself and others on making a lifelong connection, finding myself questioning whether a compliment was a genuine affection. I can't keep pointing fingers of blame, shirking my own responsibility. I have a habit of saying with eyes wide shut, people don't see the real me. Looking back over the years, I'm the one living a false sense of reality. I long to live a life where what I desire is no longer hindered by my disability. So here I am in all my imperfectly perfect glory, even though there are parts of me that may seem unpleasant and gory. Somehow deep inside I feel God has been using me as a walking allegory. I hope you stick around for the unwritten chapters of my life story.
That's good. That's good.
All right, hey, your girl got some skills.
I apologize for the stumble.
It's all right. Everybody stole my songs, man.
Yeah.
Get back up. Good job. That's good.
Okay, so
Marcus, come on, man.
Mr. Marcus.
This piece called The Elect. From being former kings to the peasants on the street, living in the present time where my attire says loudly, I cannot teach nor preach, but I beseech you, my brother. In my mind for disrespect. But just because a degree is in thy hand, our decree is ready for your acceptance. So the power you given is left in the powerless figurehead to say what it's already said, right? What it's written. Dream past vision because they do not speak complex. They just simply listen, take orders because they don't want us to realize what our real eyes and know that we've been fed real lies. Just to take orders. But of course, what do I expect from the land of the capture? Well, we simply are nothing. Just
Got about 2.5 minutes left, so fellas, any shout outs that you want to give? Anything else that you just want to say to all the listeners out there?
Shout out to my mama. She passed away a long time ago, but I've never done anything like this, but I know she would be excited. And my dad, I just linked up with him over this past weekend, and I want to definitely shout him out because I just want to know I love him. So yeah, that's God, of course.
yeah, for real, man. Yeah, shout out to the Most High, man. Shout out to my mama, man, my sisters, and my pops, man. The man who made me do this right here. This and shout out to all my brothers, man, on the battlefield every single day.
Everybody believe in us.
Yeah,
Everybody believe. Don't think we left y'all out. Everybody
Exactly.
believe. Mama, daddy, everybody. Jesus, Lord, everybody.
Freedom young man he is. So I just want to thank her.
Yeah, we need more like you. We need more like you. We need you. We appreciate what you do. You don't have to thank you. Got one to thank you.
For real.
Definitely.
She took time out.
You guys for definitely stopping by the studio, and hopefully on Community Conversations, Jonesboro. There, but it has been postponed because of the rain. You guys be blessed. Have a great day. You listen to Kate, LDK, on 2.5 FM.
Whoa, that was a rush. Hey, that was a rush, bro.
Yeah, that was nice.